AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. Tonight, we'll see the majority of two rosters hit the field in a preseason matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Dallas Cowboys. This one is Cameron Dicker. And off we go from Dallas. Gamble now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. Bringing them out is a Mississippi State fourth-round pick in 2016 who's found considerable success in this league, Dak Prescott.
I don't think I'm alone in this, Kate. To me, Dak is one of the easiest players to root for their success in the NFL. I think for me and for many others, it's based on all he's overcome, from tough playoff losses to significant injuries. But his leadership, his stats, his ability to play like an MVP in big moments, at his best, he really is all you could ever ask for.
They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that's good for a Dallas first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now running here with Jaden Blue. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Yeah! There we go!
Prescott now on third down. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. Defenses are fine with surrendering that completion if it means making a stop short like they did and bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, I like when these defensive coordinators say they want to populate the ball. And that was a perfect example of it. Don't let the playmaker get started.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by someone known for putting up numbers since he entered the league back in 2020, the Oregon product, Justin Herbert.
Herbert's one of these rare quarterbacks that when he is on, he makes this game look effortless and easy. Part of it's his throwing motion that's crisp and clean with great power. And it's also an athleticism. He'll make you pay with his legs, too. Man, he is just a joy to watch.
Catch is made. That's Trey Harris. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29.
On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? That's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Going to the ground again on first. We'll cobble together a yard there. And stop made by Donovan Ezeraku.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a sacred play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They give to Harris from the gun. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
He's got the first down grab and still going. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Well, when your opponent fails to act, Brock, you want to capitalize, right? And they are moving like a team ready to provide us with our first point to this game.
Yeah, pretty lackluster start there came from their opponents. So you got a golden opportunity to immediately take control as they convert to stay on the field.
Could make the connection, was looking for Ladd McConkey. So that brings up second down.
He was defended by Garrett Williams.
Herbert to throw once more. On the screen, this is Harris. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. Now the completion rate is strong, Carter. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Still has room inside the 15. And finally, they catch up to him at the 11. A gain of 15 there. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
Working inside the red zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
This is Harris on second down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
On third down, Herbert. This is to Harris, working the outside. Wow, and they're actually going to lose some yardage here as they fail to convert. Now they're facing fourth down.
Cameron Dicker on for the field goal.
Dicker connects there, and they're on the board.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead. Early momentum with that field goal.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Gamble now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Dallas sending its offense out for the second time this game. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. First down, here's Dak. Right side into the hands of Allen. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
This one goes for 3 yards. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Off the play fake, hits Prescott. Connects on the crosser. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. So they'll decline this and take the result. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through one quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They've got a first to begin the fray. Now we're on here with Blake Corum. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
Here's the backup, first throw. Completed over the middle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a Dallas first down. Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. He's going to get inside the defense's 30 here. Looks to be a gain of about 6 on the play.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down. From the red zone on first. Setting up the screen here for Coral. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Here's Chubb on second down. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
Well, that's such a good feeling as a quarterback on an RPO, and you get to hand it, and you get to watch him take off. You know if you take advantage in the RPO game of a run like that, it only makes the pass that much better.
Cora reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take a second quarter lead. It's a Blake Corum touchdown. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys take a 4-point lead.
Chargers 3.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the run back at the 27. So the LA offense getting out there for their second drive. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. LA offense all set. Here's first and 10. Holding out from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Hits him on the out route. And he out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
First and 10 at the 41.
Herbert from the gun. Right back to Shakir. This is caught. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Just a yard left to go on second down.
Brings up second and a yard.
Now Herbert to throw. Looking for him on the screen there, but it's incomplete. So second down produces nothing. Back to the huddle they go for third down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
On third and 1, it's Herbert. That one's good to McConkey. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They get 23 on that one. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
The Chargers first down. It's a gain of 23
From the gun, they go with Harris. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Fits it through the middle. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play. Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Stay with us. More from AT&T Stadium coming up. Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Trying to run in. Harris. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. It's Harris again. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 3rd and goal. They need 3 yards here. Herbert with a blitz coming. And he's not going to escape this. The Cowboys take him down. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. Already has 1 in this game. This from 30.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single-point Brock as they send this off and away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here.
Let's go now.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So 2nd down coming up.
At the 21-yard line.
Here we go, set.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He'll try and run this. And a good business decision there as he comes up at the end of it. Give him around 7 and give this offense now 3rd down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
Working on 1st down. Right back to Hill. This is caught.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
He'll throw it. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. Ladd McConkey back deep for the Chargers. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. One last play before the break. Final throw before the break. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this one to about the 22 before they take him down. So just a 1 point. Not everyone's a fan of the out-of-town scoreboard. We'll keep our focus right here. Let's get back to football with the start of the 2nd half. Time now for the bottom half of the roster to make an impact, Brock. Our preseason opener underway in half number 2. He fields it from the 8. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Here come the Chargers for their first drive of the second half. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Going to Harris to start the half. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That was Jermaine Johnson there to make the play.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Has his man. It's cut by Andrews. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That play good for 17 on a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Throwing on first is Herbert. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away. So he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Herbert now. Finds him over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they've taken back the lead.
Craig, we know that every one of these NFL games, well, they can take a life of their own every single weekend. Some are high-flying with lots of points. Others, like this one, they're a grinder. And when you're in a low-scoring game, every one of these kicks is important.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
18 Cardinals.
Throwing from the gun here. Called in by Lamb, right side. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They're going to try and throw it here. Has him on the quick hitter. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That's another Cowboys first down.
He takes off with it. On the move, past the 40. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. That's to his back, Nick Chubb. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Working inside the red zone. This one's going to hit the ground to incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Hits his running back. And this one doesn't go far.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
He couldn't hang on, Brock. It looked like a touchdown, but it slips right through his hands, and now it's 4th down. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Aubrey puts it through, and they've taken back the lead.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Chargers and Najee Harris making their return to the field. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Herbert on 1st down. Short pass brought in. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He drops it down to Harris. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
That's another Chargers 1st down.
Running behind center with Harris. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Herbert from the gun.
45-yard line.
Lay it out for this one, and he makes the catch. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Throwing now, Herbert. He's going to be caught by his running back, Harris. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 20.
So nothing but a pair of field goals added to the board as we arrive at the end of our 3rd quarter. The Chargers have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. Second and 3 now. A handoff for Harris, running right. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers the 1st down.
1st down. It's a gain of 10. 1st down.
Harris once more. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. 2nd down here, another give to Harris. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Catch made. Touchdown, L.A. The Chargers take a 4th quarter lead. Najee Harris, the touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
And the 2-point pass falls incomplete. Would have felt more comfortable, obviously, with a 7-point lead, but they have to settle for 5. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Brings it in at the 13. This makes it up to the 25. The Cowboys offense headed out there. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. begin the drive with Chubb. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Maybe lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Throwing in on 2nd down. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5. Right up next to that line to gain.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Down the field, he's got Lamb. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. Give him 38 on that one. That'll be good for a Dallas 1st down. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Pass play on 1st and 10. And has another one. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
That's another Cowboys 1st down.
In the pistol, here's Corum. Rob Platt, first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
One thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Dropping back to throw. He brings it in. And that play is brought to a halt. They're going to say at the 5-yard line. 7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3.
Let's go now. Head to 60. Head to...
He's back to throw. That's Ferguson. He brings it in. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Chubb trying to run his way in. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Cowboys take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. He has it. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down to the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Well, you told me this before, Brock. That decision, all about the math right there. 2-point lead doesn't do them much good. They wanted the field goal difference, but instead, the lead stays at 1.
Yeah, it's about math and it's about time because we're in the final frame of this game. As we go to overtime, and I don't think you and I would mind that too much. Now it's all about getting a stop here, and their defense has no margin for error. Got to keep them out of field goal range now.
1st and 10 from the 32. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just 1 play. 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. On the screen, this is Harris. Down the sideline inside the 40. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
1st down, Chargers.
Now an inside handoff to Harris. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road for what looked like a very plain play.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Set.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from
Never
Dallas.
gonna guess what the girls
Chargers
asked for.
trail by just 1.
Fair.
There.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Set.
Now Herbert to throw. Left side into the hands of Shakir. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the 1st down.
15 yards on the play. That's another Chargers to 1st down.
Going right side. Harris with it. Cuts back toward the middle, and he's bottled up quickly after just a yard. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Staying on the ground with Harris. He gets a nice chunk, looks like about 5. It's going to be 3rd down. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. 7th play of the drive, offense facing 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
They'll try to run it with Harris. And that run's held up just before he can get the last bit he needed. It's going to be 4th and short. Big try coming up here for Cameron Dicker. This from 30 yards out. That one is good! And late in the 4th, they have grabbed the lead.
That's called getting his job done, Kate, drilling it right through. And now they're in position to win this game. Counts on some of those guys who are out there with them on the kick, those defenders, to hang on to this lead to give them the win.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Cowboys about set to take over. In that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Setting up to pass. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. So it'll be 2nd down. We'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw it. Will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
To throw. Forced out to his right. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running.
It's 4th down.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. And to force it on 4th, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. They're going to pass it here. Has him on the quick hitter. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Here he is to throw. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
A big try coming up here for Cameron Dicker. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. That kick is no good. Oh, he mishit it. And their lead will remain unchanged in the 4th.
So all of a sudden, Kate, this one's not quite over. They find a way to get a big play quickly here. They may give themselves a chance to line up for a field goal of their own.
And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Back to throw. He goes back to him yet again. Complete.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Here he goes, one final shot. This is for the ball game. Deflected. Oh, but he couldn't bring it in off the tip drill, though. They had the chance they wanted, Brock, but no, that's how this one's going to end. So the Chargers take this one on the road. And they're off to a good start in the preseason, Brock. Seen a lot of players fighting together for the victory.